Welcome to Lori's DIY Life. This is Lori. Okay, I am going to do a simple card. Oh, I did forget one thing. Darn. Okay, I'll go get it later. I'll get everything else set up and ready. I got these papers out of the Cute as a Button kit. I'm going kind of for fall colors, and I just kind of thought these would work. This is the Crafter's Companion card blank, the 5x7. This is also out of the Cute as a Button. And then I've got these dies. Nature's Vine out of the Fairy Garden dies. So I'm going to cut these open first of all. And I'm going to have to pause the video in a minute and go get something I forgot to bring, but it won't be that bad. It'll only take a second. And you won't even know because I'll pause it and then I'll be back. Okay. So, let me think now how I'm going to do this. I want this. Yeah. 5x7. I'm trying to think if I'm doing this right. It's been so long. 5x7. And that will, of course, fit on the card. And then I'm going to cut. This might not work. That's what I'm thinking. Let me pull this out again. Why won't that work? Because I need to make a frame. That will fit. Will the next size up fit? Let's see what it looks like on the other side. Is it fitting? Yes. Nope. Almost. So now I could do it another color. Or I could go... I really think this is the right size. Yeah. So I'm going to do another color. Okay, we'll do the red since the red matches up here. And where's my scissors? I tried so careful to have everything ready. I can't believe I still forgot. Still forgot something. Many people are patient, and I sure do appreciate it. Okay. Yeah, do I want my frame bigger than that? Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead. Oh, man, I can't believe this. I always drop stuff on the floor. Always. I'm going to go ahead and run this one. And I hope this folder doesn't tweak this. Oh, I'm making a shaker card. so difficult, I know that. Okay. So, let me try this one, since the other one is off. So all you need is two, to make a frame, basically, and you can make a shaker card with it. I'm going to tape it down. I made a video. I was up early this morning and made a video. And for some reason it doesn't want to upload. So if you see within a short period of time 2 videos go up, that's what happened. I've been waiting for that one to upload all day, and then I came in and it wasn't the uploading. Sometimes my stuff seems like it uploads fine, and then when I go to YouTube, it processes it forever. So I don't know what I'm doing that makes it do that. But anyways, sometimes that's what happens. So, my frame is very uneven. Oh, it'll still be alright. Okay, I'm going to pause you now and I will be back. Okay, what do you all think? You think I got enough foam to do a shaker card? I think I do. And I don't know if there's any difference in the thickness of it. But anyways. So, you take your foam. I've got my frame. I'm going to take my foam. There we go. And have scissors handy. Remember, you're cutting sticky stuff. And for this one, I might be better off with smaller pieces because of all the different directions it's hidden. Sometimes you can just kind of take it around and it works okay, but this, I don't know. Let me see what happens with all these little things in it. And then of course right here it got so thin. This is probably where I need to cut it to get it on right. So, one thing about the shaker foam, it will stick, but it seems like at first it's not too bad. You can kind of readjust and pull it a little bit. So, and if I have to come back and trim it, I can do that too. You just got to be sure it's a good seal. You don't want any of your shaker stuff to come out. So you can't leave any opening in it. I don't know why it's taken me so long to do a shaker card on here. I've been talking about them. So, I think it's time. I think it's past time. Okay. Yeah, there's a spot there. Take that off. Man, I think these scissors were supposed to be the ones that don't stick, but that doesn't seem to be the case right now. Maybe, I don't know. Trim that end. I guess, I don't know. I've had others that said they don't stick and they do too, so some of them are good. But I'll tell you what, these little scissors have actually been really great. Okay, well, I'm going to put stuff around it so it's really not going to show too much in use. Oh my gosh, I forgot. This all has to come off because you're all go, wait, I know what y'all thinking. And now you know I know. Man, I can't believe I did that. I even knew before I started. Do you know how many times I do this? No, not make a shaker card. I'm not talking about that. How many times I make a shaker card and forget the acetate in the beginning, and then I gotta go back. That's why I was like bonking myself in the head, because I do it all the time. So for this one, the die I want is probably that one that fell to the ground. So hang on, folks. Let me see. You wouldn't believe all I did to try to make sure I was ready for this. So I'm going to take, now this is off of a stamp. This is not, I guess it is acetate, but it's not really. I do have acetate that I bought, but this is, you know, from packaging, and there's no reason to not use it. So I use it. Now, because it's a diamond press, sometimes doesn't like to I guess they are coming out with a metal shim so that this will cut better. But for now, I put the paper in hoping that the extra thickness will add to it. I'm going to use a fairly decent folder because it is acetate. Now let's see how it does. It doesn't want to go in. There we go. Just had to kind of wiggle it a little bit. Did it cut it? It did. It cut it nicely. This is such a mess now, though. You probably can't see how well it's going on there. It's perfect. See? That's why the 3 sizes, the nesting die is awesome for this stuff. And people buy those special shaker card dies. And they have some really cute ideas, don't get me wrong. Super cute ideas. Whoa. All that shaker foam. Now I can't find my glue in it. Yeah, they have some really cute ones, but you don't get some nesting dies. They work just as good, and make your own. That's what we used to always do. And then you can put whatever you want. Yeah, I can't believe I forgot the acetate. It's kind of normal for me. I don't know how many times I've done it. Leave it to me, right? See, now you all know me better. Oh, but I have fun. You seen how pretty it was going on before? Now it doesn't want to go on pretty. Now it wants to give me a hard time, and it's going to show the glue. I tell you what, it only happens to me. Does it? The acetate has to be on right so that the stuff doesn't come out of it. You don't want the shaker to come loose, you know? Okay. Now, do I try to put this back on? I don't know why I hate dealing with this foam tape. It's not hard to work with or nothing, but I'm just not maybe because of things like that. Man, I couldn't even tell you the first time I seen somebody do a shaker card. I'm trying to remember. You know, I used to watch QVC back when QVC had all the crafting shows. QVC used to have way more crafting shows than HSN. HSN didn't hardly have any. QVC, if I'm correct, would have like weeks, crafting weeks, and crafting weekends. And I tell you what, when QVC had their special crafting weeks and stuff, you didn't get me on the phone. You didn't get me out of the house, I mean, I would literally disappear for a week and watch all the crafting, because that's how you knew what the new stuff was, right? You watched QVC. There, it wasn't like, I'm gonna have to clean this as long as it's on the outside, I guess. But it wasn't like we had YouTube and could turn on a YouTube video and watch it, So QVC, and I remember there was a guy that used to go on, and I wasn't in on the beginning. I had a friend told me about it. But it was all scrapbooking back then. It wasn't card making. Card making was kind of a byproduct of what you did with your leftovers from scrapbooking, And, anyways, there was a guy that was into doing, he had dies that, were like quilting shapes, quilting squares and stuff like that. And I remember even then thinking, why don't I do my own quilting squares? Why would I buy a die like that? I had no idea that it would be that so much easier to die cut. That was back when hardly anybody had dies. Everybody had those, we all had punches, He did everything with a punch. He didn't die cut. And I'll tell you what, those punches were not cheap. And some of them were not easy. Some of them were very hard to punch. I remember one time I saw one show and they had a thing that helped you punch. I can't remember, you put your punch in it or something, but anyways, yeah, it helped you punch so you could punch easier. It might have been a, was it Fiskars? I don't know. Yeah, I remember when Series Davy came out with the Ultimate. It wasn't Ultimate Pro or Ultimate, it was Ultimate. And it was like, wow, all that stuff in one thing. And back then, you wanted to die cut, you got the Sizzix, okay? That's what you got, because that's what there was. Now this card is gonna be fall, and I don't really have any fall sequins or anything. So what I'm gonna use, I'm just gonna use my bits and pieces, the little ones from the things that I've cut out. I'm gonna put them way in the center. I see some of them are kind of bigger than I would want, but that's alright. And that's not going to be good if that's going to be a problem. Be ready for that. Your bits and pieces will come up and meet you. Oh, did I put too many in there? I'm going to put too many in. anyways, there's the shaker clinging, of course, but it's a shaker. Little bits and pieces. Now I'm going to cut some of these. I'm going to put these around the frame. That's what I'm thinking anyways. Now, one thing about the diamond press, normally, I'm not going to say always, but normally, it will cut out 2 layers. So I think what I'm going to do is do 2 of this one, and the green and the brown. And I'm going to make sure I have plenty of room, but I'm not going to waste my paper either. So, and then I'm going to do this and the gold. I could still do a red. No. So, I'm not going to waste my paper either, so I am going to cut around, but I don't want to be so short on it that I cut it too small. And then it's wasted paper anyway, so what would be the point of that? Okay, and I'm gonna tape it down because I've got 2 dies and I don't want to have one go off on me while I'm holding another. So I will tape it down, and you usually want to tape from the die to the part that's going to cut off. You know, that's not going to be kept. So that way, if your tape doesn't come off nicely, it gets the paper that's you're not keeping anyway, so it's not going to rip your cut. Okay. Okay, let's hope it gets both pieces good. Boy, did I have a hard time last night with them darn chain pieces. I found my pokey tool for tonight. I was like, oh, I'm not doing that without a pokey tool. But I don't know if I'd have had my die press, it might not have even been an issue. See, it cut out both of them, no problem. Of course, they're stuck to each other. Ooh, that looks kind of pretty, huh? It's like embedded in there. That might be a good idea to try that on something. You know, like with paper piecing, but it's in there. Oh, cool. That looked pretty. But that doesn't work for the thing that we're doing right now. And like I said, I want to do it fallish. So I've got fall colors going here. Now I think I'm going to go ahead and cut out. Do I just want one more? Just want it to look kind of wreathy. Wreath. Whatever the word is. I really like that brown, so I might just do... I was gonna do one in the red, but it's not gonna show up good enough. So maybe I'll do brown, another brown and another green. Let's see. And of course, like always, the blade side always goes down. It's not a blade, and they call it a blade, but it's really just the not smooth side of the die. See, the die smooth, the side that cuts is not. Just in case you've never die cut it before, or whatever. I've had times where I've gone to put them on backwards, or cut the paper for them to be backwards, you know. You feel like a dope, but... Okay, so that's my wreath. And I'm just gonna... take my die, get rid of that, get rid of this. Put these back on here, because otherwise I'll be looking for them before too long. I always find everything usually after I get off the camera, because I just don't go looking in front of the camera, but still tired of having to look for stuff all the time. The only thing I didn't do was grab a sentiment. Man, does anybody know why I'm not saying it right? It sounds like I'm trying to say cinnamon or something. I don't know. Okay, so I want it kind of wreathy. So what I'm not going to do is glue it down tight. Some of it, yes. But I want it to kind of be able to move. Now you have to get some of it down, because if you let it move too much, it's just going to rip on you. So especially like these long pieces, you know, you might not have to go to the tip, but you got to go up some. And I don't necessarily want to block the shaker, so I'm just going to kind of do this. And that's a big one. Here's a little one. And I'm going to dye this type. Glue this down. See, just and some you might want to glue down more than others. Seems like I always have trouble with the glue. These are some big blobs going on there. I'm just not being super careful about how I'm putting it down because I just want it kind of free flowing, you know, a little bit. Just kind of accidental looking, so if that makes sense. It's a vine, so we all know how vines grow, right? They're like crazy. Okay, and it's a shaker. And so I didn't get a sentiment. I don't know why I didn't get a sentiment, but I spaced on it like I always do. This will go down here. Now you could put, if your frame's big enough, you could put the sentiment here. I would put it here. So here's what I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you just with it. Because I don't even think I have a stamp handy for one. I'm trying to think if I do. I'll tell you what I'll do. I have an art liner. What am I going to put? This was not the art liner I thought I had because it's way too thin. Yeah, no, they're supposed to be. Okay. I would have been better off with just a pin than using that skinny thing. But, oh well. Okay. They're barking. She's going to get in trouble. I'm going to mat it. Oops. To dress it up. The neighbors have a dog next door and she gets wound up because the dog's only been there a couple of months. She's still not used to it. It's still, stranger, but she's like a super friendly dog, and so she wants everybody to play with her. Everybody's supposed to come see her. She's supposed to get all the attention. And if you come over, you're not allowed to leave. That's what she thinks. And I love her to death. She's such a sociable little thing. And so we've also got the little ones. So I got my Candy. She's a big hound dog. She's actually a hound dog. And then I got my Peanut and my Taffy. And Peanut and Taffy are little terrier dogs. And they're little tiny things, and she gotta be 5 times their size at least. But who do you think rules the roost? Them little ones do. They tell her from the very beginning when she came in as a puppy, they weren't putting up with it. And thank goodness, because she's so much bigger than them. And it's the funniest thing. Everybody should see. When they go to play with her, because they're so little and she's so big and she wants to play so bad, she will actually get down on the ground and roll over on her back so that they can attack her, and then they both go at her. And after a while, she'll jump up, take turns chasing them, and then when they start going after her, then she lays back over on her back. That's them attack her. She acts. If you just think that they are just hurting her so bad, the first time I seen it, I thought, oh my gosh, those little dogs are beating up the big dog. Nope, they're playing. Okay, there's my card. It's a shaker card, and those are the remnants from all my little pieces. And believe it or not, they're not all white, and I don't know if they'll flip in there. There's some brown in there, some green, and some gold, and some silver. Some red in there I can see. But anyways, so there's the shaker card. A little wild looking. I could even put more of these flourishes on here, the vines, and make them thicker, and that might be even prettier. But I'm sure you don't want to sit here while I add a bunch of vines to the card. So anyways, if you like this video, hit the like and subscribe button. give it a thumbs up. And if you hit, man, I lost the pin to my, ooh, this is bad. That's bad. The pin to my glue, oh no. And at 100 subscribers, I'm having a giveaway. And I wanted to show everything in the giveaway so far. Now remember, when you see this, there's also going to be a glue pen and a Dottie glue pen from Crafter's Companion. And I believe most of this stuff in here is from Crafter's Companion. Okay, we got stamp set. We have an emboss folder. We have a Harmony Water Reactive ink pad, a quick dry ink pad, and an opaque ink pad. We have a die. We have a stamp and emboss set. Some sparkle pens. Some sparkle inks. Oops. And some Nuvo drops. And some Nuvo drops. The Nuvo drops are Dusty Rose. Okay, there will also be, like I said, the 2 ink pens. Not ink pens. Glue pens. So, we just need to get up to 100 subscribers. I hope it doesn't take forever because I sure want to give this stuff away. I can't wait. I think it's going to be fun. So, yeah, hit that subscribe button. You will have to be subscribed to win. Hit the like. Any comments, anything you want to see, anything you want me to try, put it in the comments. If I got the stuff, I'll try it. Not that I'm going to do it right, but I'll try it. Alright? Thanks for joining me, and I hope you join me for my next one. Bye-bye now.